The Orlando Sentinel is apologizing for endorsing Michael Waltz, saying, quote, "We had no idea, had no way of knowing at the time that Waltz was not committed to democracy. This is a cowardly betrayal of American ideas." Congressman Waltz joins me now. I just want to know, Congressman, just how shocked you were when you saw the word cowardly in your name in the same sentence.
Yeah, I mean, just sad day for journalism, typical clickbait piece. They didn't even try to address any of the constitutional issues raised in the Texas lawsuit, the Electors Clause, Equal Protection Clause, 14th Amendment concerns, and certainly didn't even do the basics of journalism and reach out to me to ask for some perspective. Personal hit piece, going after character, calling me a coward, disloyal to the Constitution, and a danger to the country, despite 24 years as a Green Beret willing to die for it, now trying to serve in Congress. They could keep their endorsement, Charles. Its credibility is tanking, just like their readership. And, they're this kind of stuff is the reason why.
Were you shocked when you got the endorsement in the first place?
Well, I'm an outsider in Florida politics. Most Republicans won't even bother to sit down with them. I did. I touted, my bipartisanship on women's issues, on the environment. I'm in the top third in terms of bipartisan scores. But again, they can keep it. The first time you disagree with their orthodoxy, they go straight to cancel court culture, and they go straight to personal attacks rather than debating the issues. I won my reelection by 61%. That tells you how much my voters care. But what is dangerous is a journalistic kind of culture now that cancels people who disagree, that have anything to do with the president, right? They just completely lose their minds. Rather than reporting the facts, it's constant opinion. And that is dangerous for the country.
The sad irony is I actually consider you to be something of a template of an ideal politician, to your point. We just can't check the boxes on who you are based on your political party. I think that's a great place to start with any politician these days. So I've always appreciated our conversations and what you've stood for in the multiple tours that you did in the Middle East. I want to shift gears a little bit here. Your colleague, Senator Manchin, fellow lawmaker, Senator Manchin, on Fox, actually all but guaranteeing that there's going to be a fiscal stimulus bill, something I think is floating around a $908 billion deal, perhaps in 2 tranches. Just tell me that the American public isn't getting punked again, that maybe this will happen?
Here's what's so sad, Charles, is $138 billion from the CARES Act left over unspent has been sitting in the Treasury ready to go to small businesses who are going out of business left, right, and center, many to never return. $138 billion. We've tried 19 times to get Pelosi to cleanly just vote to give those businesses another bite at the apple. And then she just admitted, a week ago that she's finally negotiating again because she thinks we have a new president, basically saying she didn't want to give any kind of win to President Trump. And that is just politics at its worst. It's sad. And so many people are suffering, while we have D.C. swamp politics going on. Yeah. I don't know that they're going to get a bill together, because I just don't believe that a lot of people are negotiating in good faith. I hope so. And I think if we get, whether it's liability protection, additional PPP, smaller round of stimulus checks, there are things that we can get behind. But she has been the problem, because she has taken Pelosi has taken an all or nothing approach. $4 trillion, her way or the highway. It is good to see her finally negotiating, but it's maybe too little, too late for a lot of businesses, a lot of people.
There's a lot of counterfactuals out there all the time that seem to drive news more than facts. So perhaps we'll have someone who will take the timestamp from President Trump offered $1.8 trillion to whenever we finally do get something, find out how many businesses unnecessarily lost, went out of business, how many educations were set back, et cetera, because of the gamesmanship, the brinksmanship. Congressman Waltz, really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Always, Charles. God bless and happy holidays.